G'day team, and welcome back to our weekly women's health chat. This week I want to talk about using whole body vibration as a standalone prevention tool for heart disease, and also a little bit about how you can use it for management beyond what we talked about last week. So last week we went, okay, you've developed heart disease or you've had a heart attack. You've got to start with aerobic, then move to whole body vibration, then to strength, or start with aerobic, move to strength, add whole body vibration. However, we can use power plate or whole body vibration to do all three at once. So yes, it's a progression tool for someone who's had a cardiac event, but it's also a beginner tool for someone just getting into exercise. It's also a preventative tool because it's going to work your balance, your strength, your cardiovascular fitness before you develop heart disease. And it can be a progression like we discussed last week. So because we can train strength, balance, flexibility, mobility, cardio, fitness, all different angles of those aspects of those things, the power plate's effective to manage not just heart disease and prevent not just heart disease, but also manage secondary diseases or diseases that may contribute to heart disease like diabetes and obesity, for example. So if you're elderly, you can hold on. And what I'm going to do today is start you on a program where we do one of each, but there's also a link in our comments or in the description of today's session where you can download the PowerPlate app and start exercising tomorrow. So basically what I've done is I've got 4 or 5 exercises and they're all addressing a different component of overall fitness. So if we start with cardio, I'm going to start with side-to-side steps. Now, if you're elderly or very sedentary, you might start with just a left to right, holding on. As you get fitter, let the leg hang off. And as you get fitter, we start to travel. Okay, the holding on, yes, it helps with your balance because it's harder to fall over when you're holding on to something. But it's also helping with the cardio effect of the exercise because you're using your arms to pull yourself up onto the plate. So side-to-side steps for cardio, tick. For strength, and this is probably actually also cardio, but for strength, I wanted to choose something functional that will actually help you in everyday life. We're going to do step-ups. So again, in the beginning, this might look like just a lean onto the leg. If you're elderly or very sedentary or very overweight, okay, starts with a lean. Then you build up to stepping and you do it slowly, holding on. Okay? As you get fitter or more balanced, you can just step. And then as you get fitter, turn it into cardio or turn it into a bigger strength movement. Okay, so traditionally strength training is heavier and slower. So as long as you've got a mix of fast and many and fun and light and heavy and slow and less fun for some people, you're probably hitting the cardio strength goals. Next one we're going to do is a balance exercise, and I call it an asterisk. So again, starting holding on if you want to, but I feel weird having my back to you. We balance, okay? Then we tap. And we're not just going north, south, east, west. We're going like 45 degrees as well, literally drawing an asterisk with your toe. Okay, and when you're good at that, you can start to draw an asterisk with your arm as well, usually in the opposite direction, although you can see that coordination is a little issue for me, like most of us, I think. Just concentrate on one or the other and don't get too freaked out like just now. if you mess it up. Okay, now the last one we haven't talked about yet, but circulation is a big deal for cardiovascular health, right? Or it's a sluggish circulation is a risk. So we've done lying down with our calves up here, which is fabulous because your feet are elevated, okay? And they're at your extremities. But today, because we did so much legs, I thought we would sit on our power plates and just relax forward. Now, I've chosen this stretch because we're talking about women, and just in my experience in this environment, women are very tight in here. So if we're going to massage the legs, we're going to do it sitting as far back on our stem. So my coccyx and butt is actually off the plate. If you're not that flexible, you can sit on the plate, but you want the crease of your knees to be on the edge here so that you can lean forward. And then we fidget, okay? We don't need to just sit still. You can if you want to. But fidgeting with your feet and your hand placement will just change, or even massaging like this, will just change and enhance the benefit you get from the vibration. Now, your goal is use the Power Plate app and build on each of those components. So build from going one cardio exercise, today I did side-to-side steps, to 2 cardio exercises. Remember, it just has to be fun and fast and light. Go from 1 strength exercise, today we did step-ups, to 2 strength exercises. So strength is slow with a muscle burn. Not that cardio doesn't have one necessarily, but it's slow and it's heavy and you do it less time or reps. Single leg asterisks, add another balance exercise. It doesn't have to be leg balance. You can do a hold on your hand and get some shoulder stability. That's cool. And build from 1 massage to 2. Once you've got, say, 3 of each component, you're training for 15 minutes. I do know that 3 times 4 is 12, but I'm assuming it's going to take some time for you to press your buttons and have your drink and switch exercises, which is probably enough, okay? Once you're doing that, start building sessions a week. So you'll go from 1 session a week to 2 to 3, okay? In summary, if your only tool is whole body vibration, you can use it to prevent developing heart disease. You can use it to address muscle mass and physical fitness. And you can also use it, say, as a rehab tool for stroke, increasing your bone density and reducing risk of future attacks. Okay, so it's really one of those all-encompassing tools that will hopefully make a big difference to your life, and also really achievable. Like at most, we're talking 15 minutes 3 times a week using Power Plate, whereas in the gym, we were talking an hour once a week, and cardio-wise, you want to do 3 to 5 times a week or more for half an hour.